Welcome in, it's Eric Roberts from Fascinating World of Binary Options and Music City Trader, and today I'm going to be doing this sort of deep dive webinar into a new technique that I've been using, and this is May 2022. I think this is probably the best method that we've found so far, and we're using this. It's actually extremely accurate. It's called, I'm going to call it the Alligator plus MACD Double Cross Super Strategy. It is a little more advanced, and everything that you need is here in this online course. And so you can download the indicators. You can also download and look at all of the charts that I'm going to show you. I'm going to just kind of explain it. So let's open up with the overview of this course. Basically, you're using two sets of indicators on two different numbers of charts. So you're using a 1-minute chart and a 15-second chart. So step one, you're going to browse 15-second alligator crosses in your 15-second chart. And when you find one setting up, you're going to go to step two, which is your 1-minute moving average chart. And you're going to use sort of the same sort of analysis that we've been using on our channel over the last, several months to kind of make a decision. Is the alligator cross true or not? Now, a lot of YouTubers out there just saying every time the alligator crosses like this, you just do this. And I did try that, and it seemed to work sometimes, and it seems not to work others. And so we noticed in our trading together, Todd and I noticed that if you obey the 1-minute rules, like if you're approaching a white line, don't take the trade. If you're, if you're going against the trend, don't take the trade, things like that, then the alligator cross method becomes much, much more accurate. And when it becomes extremely accurate for a win is if you look at the MACD double cross happening. And so I'm going to go into all kinds of technical analysis on this. If you have a 15-second alligator cross, and then the MACD is getting ready to double cross or is double crossing at that same time, you have a super, super strong signal. That's what I'm going to be doing over the next several months to grow my account a lot. So I'll go over those rules with you here. You can set up the chart. I'll go over this indicator thing because everybody always asks, like, what the indicators? Basically what you have is you have three slow moving averages. This is the basic setup that we use in all of our trading. It's a 6, a 12, and a 35 slow moving average. They're blue, yellow, and white. Then we use a stochastic oscillator with a 1433 slow moving average. And here's the colors I use as well. And then we use a MACD 12.26.9. These are actually just the defaults, I believe, in Pocket Option. And then we go into another, I actually use my wife's account or my dad's account. I log into that and I use that for my other chart, 15-second chart. So you're going to leave 15-second candles and you're going to use the alligator. And this is pretty much the stock alligator, I believe. It's 13.88553. And then I turn both the teeth and the jaws red and the lips green. Okay, so that's the indicators. Like I said, you can download that and replicate that. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get into some technical analysis and show you exactly what I'm looking for to do this. All right, so this is actually the pretty exciting part, and I'll have these charts here for you as well. I think I'll upload them into this course. So here's what the alligator method is. You just basically throw the alligator on there, and you're in 15-second charts. So you're in 15 seconds. Okay, so that's important, and you're making 1-minute trades. You're making 1-minute trades with 15-second indicators. Okay, and the alligator is right there. It's green, red, red. And here's the rule: when the green line passes through the first and then touches or passes through the second, you take a put. Okay, that's basically it. That is as easy as they make it sound on YouTube. Okay, and so if you scroll test this, if you look at it, you can see that yes, it is pretty much dead on. You can win really big. Okay, so you take a 1-minute put. Okay, I'll put that 1-minute put right here. When those two things happen, and so I'm taking this one when both cross, You take a call or a put in the direction of the cross. So the green crosses over there, touches there, and this is usually a big win. So what I'm going to do is save this out. That was my 15-second indicate. That was my 15 seconds. That's what I saw. So I started doing this, and I started winning and losing randomly. And I thought, the first couple times I did, it was like killing it, just winning all these, and it really does work. If you just keep it simple like that, it really will work. But I noticed that I was also losing some for no reason. And then Todd and I were on a couple live streams together trading like we do every night. And he was looking at 1 minute charts, and I would tell him I'm going to do a put on Apple, and he would go like, "Oh my gosh, no way, that's a massive red candle." So he started looking at 1 minute and realized that there's a correlation between the 15-second and the 1 minute. So look at this chart in 1 minute. This is the exact same moment in time in 1 minute. Okay, it's just in my dad's account. So I've got my account open here in 15-second, all set up for that. And then I drop down here in 1 minute candles. So in this one, I'm going to show you how to basically find a confirmation, a really good confirmation. Then you got 1 minute candles. Okay, this is the 1 minute chart, 1 minute candles. And then you have the moving averages. That's what you have here. 3 moving averages and the white line. So what I saw happening here is I saw that the MACD was getting ready to double cross. It was getting ready to double cross. Okay, and I saw that it was heading towards the white line. Okay, heading towards the white line, heading down towards the white line, and that's actually what we think is a good position if it's heading towards the white line, toward 35 SMA white line. That's what that is, the 35 slow moving average. We think that it had enough, I think that it had enough down pressure and it was going to go to the white line. I think that it was coming out of overbought right here. This is coming out of overbought. Coming out of overbought there. It was getting ready to double cross there, and it was heading towards the white line here. That all would indicate to me that this was really going to go. I mean, like really going to go down. So I was looking at the chart I had before, okay? I was looking at the chart I had before, and the alligators were crossing down. And then at the same time frame, 1618, and this is the right thing, yeah, 1618. It's the same time these three things were happening. So if I were trading, I was trading alone on this, but if I were trading with Todd, he would have been saying, yeah, it does look like it's about turning. You got 3 red candles coming. I think it's going to the white line. So I took my trade based on the alligator cross, absolutely based on the alligator cross. I did not take my trade based on this heading to the white line. It hadn't quite double crossed, but it was going to, and I took my trade here on the idea that it was going to the white line. Now I think I have this in here. Let me see. I believe that I have this one in here. I might not be able to find it right now. I believe I have the big win, and it was a really big win because it went way down, and it did win. Wait, let's see. Let's see. What is that? Apple. Yeah, I can't find the screenshot now but it was a huge win. Okay, let's see here. I got to open this, see what it is. So that was. I'm not sure where I'm pulling this from. Okay, Eurocad. That was Apple, and then the second chart there was Apple. So that both happened, and I took my put there, and it went down big. So that's the first one. And actually, this is one that I did that wasn't even basically in the supposed to be in the course. It's just okay. This is a bonus. Opening with the bonus. So we get down here to the ones that I have. Again, we're going to go through this again, and I'm going to show you this same scenario again. These aren't really that hard to find. Make sure you're in 15-second candles here. So you're in 15-second. And you're going to be making a 1 minute. You're going to be making a 1 minute trade. Okay, 1 minute trade. All right. So what I see here is I see it cross here and I see it cross here. Okay. So it crossed up. Okay. The alligator crossed up. Now I could take that trade And I could just think, yeah, that's gonna work. This trade won really, really big too. But what I did was I flipped over when I saw that happening, and I looked at this chart right here. I looked at this chart, and this is the 1 minute chart of the exact same motion. Okay, this is the 1 minute chart. Put this in here. Oh, 1 minute. This is the 1 minute chart. Okay, and so what I see in this 1 minute chart is I've got a MACD double cross right here. I've got a MACD double cross right there. That is a double cross, and that is a brilliant double cross. It's double crossing up. MACD. So this is a huge, huge, huge tell. A double cross in the MACD right here. And this is also coming out of overbought, okay? Oversold. So this is another really, really, really big indicator coming out of oversold. Okay, I'm going to get rid of this because I don't like that. I just like to be more creative with that. Okay, and double cross, a huge double cross in the MACD. And we speculate that it is heading to the white line. That is what we're doing. So in that moment, I would say, absolutely, this is headed to the white line. And so what I did was I went ahead and I took that trade as soon as these crossed and all those other things were happening. And this was a huge win. So you're finding this in 15 seconds. You're checking in 1 minute. You're watching the indicators. You've got a double cross on the MACD. And this, if you take nothing away from this little mini course webinar, this is the key. If it double crosses on the MACD and it comes out of a cross up or a cross down in the same direction in the 15-second alligator, it's almost, I can't say 100% time it wins. It's massive, massive scenario to win, okay? There is room. So we're speculating that there's room, but there really is room. It is headed, let's just put it to the white line, okay? And that's when I took my call. Now, what I did as I sort of started getting better and better at this is I started waiting for the end of this candle. So in this scenario, I would not wait. Okay, this is, I'm going to put this as a side note over here. Strong, okay, so this is a side note. I'm going to put strong up, strong double cross in MACD. Don't wait. Don't wait. Enter. You're going to enter as soon as MACD is confirmed. And usually it's confirmed on the opening of a candle. As soon as it's confirmed. Okay, you got to get in on the double cross on the MACD because the MACD double cross gives you maybe a candle, maybe two candles up. You can't guarantee it's going to give you another one. So that's what it means. So advice. I'm going to just put this advice. Do not wait to enter. Enter as soon as the MACD is confirmed. Usually on the opening of it. Usually on opening of candle. Okay, a 1 minute candle. That's how it is. All right, so let's go to the next one. And I'm going to get into this one. And this is the biggest part of strategy. This is textbook perfection. 15-second candles, you see it start to cross up. All you do is you see it start crossing, you start looking, you go down here, look at the 1 minute, and you say, oh, we've got a double cross coming in, and we're coming out of oversold, and we're heading towards a white line. Those are massive, massive up indicators. And so in my opinion, these are really, really good. And this, like I said, this chart won really big. All right. Then we're going to go into one of the last example for this little lesson on this. This is the, you're in again, 15-second candles here. You're looking at this. This doesn't give you much, much to do. Okay, you can see this is all spread out. Okay, and that's basically all spread out. And I don't really know if this is really it, but this is all spread out and heading up. Okay, so that's kind of what's happening here, and that's all you really know. Okay, you don't really know anything. So let's go ahead and look at what's happening in the 1 minute on this chart. So if you look at this 1 minute, Okay, no, that's the wrong one. So let's go here. Cancel that. So, okay. Sorry, scrolling. Okay. We've got 1 minute. It's heading up. This is ExxonMobil. Okay, and I took a trade on this. When I looked down here, I saw that, and this is not really the best part of the strategy, okay? This is actually sort of a little bit more, I would say this is a little over. What I did here is I saw, just let me explain this and you can kind of get the feel for this. What I did here is I saw that it had crossed through the white line, okay? That's what it did at first. So it crossed through white line. We know that because that's my SMA, okay? White line, and that's an SMA. That's a 35 SMA. Okay, across the white line, 35 SMA. It also, what I did was I put on the 1 minute alligators, and this is why it's a little more, this would be a little more complicated. So I turned on the 1 minute alligator. And there are some different settings on that 1 minute alligator. And because I want to show you those settings now, if I turn on the 1 minute alligator, it will look like this, and I'll show you what it looks like. And I'll put this in the course as well. This is the 1 minute alligator, okay? And so I put in the 1 minute alligator, and that's the numbers 13, 8, 9, 5, 6. So it's a little bit different. It's got a little bit different of a thing. So just hang in there, watch this. It's a 1 minute alligator. And I will put the 1 minute alligator screenshot in this course as well, right here. And I'll show you guys how to get that as well. So the 1 minute alligator is right here. This is the 1 minute alligator. And what you do is you just set this up, and it will be 1 minute. 1 minute alligator settings. That's basically sort of an extra. It's sort of an extra thing that you can do on your 1 minute chart. Now, when you're looking at the 1 minute alligator, so what Todd kind of found out, because he was kind of looking at the 1 minute alligator, and this I'll tell you why I took this trade on the call, and it won really big, because it was moving up. My 15-second alligators were all kind of spread apart. So I mean, they were all kind of going like this, up like that, just heading straight up. Okay, and then what I saw was the 1 minute alligator was coming through here. So it was crossing up with force, okay? And it had also crossed the white line, already crossed the white line. So it broke through the white line. It broke the white line. Which is huge, okay? I turned on the 1 minute alligator, and I saw that it's heading up with force, okay? With force. So when I saw this, I really did think this was going to go up. I used my knowledge. I mean, all of these indicators were also pointing up. Let's see. You got this indicator going up. You got this indicator crossing going up. And so when the 1 minute crossed over, I took this call, and it was a huge call. It was a huge win. All right. So this is how it's kind of going. This was a little bit off the strategy, like the main strategy. If you're looking for the basis of the strategy, you're looking for the MACD to cross. But that's one thing. The 1 minute alligator kind of works the same way. If you see it double crossing through all these, that's usually going to like waterfall. So watch our YouTube channel if you want to get more in on that. On this one, I want to show you another big win that I took based on finding in the 15-second. I found this in the 15 seconds. So again, we're at 15 seconds up here. You're at 15-second candles, and you're going to be at 1 minute bids, okay? 1 minute trades. I would say trades. And what happened is I did see that the alligator crossed here, and it crossed here. It crossed both, okay? So it crossed alligators. That's the number one thing you're looking for. So I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. I think I'm going to get this. So I looked at the 1 minute of this chart. So look at the 1 minute of this chart. We'll have to go down here. This is the 1 minute of this chart right here. Let's see here. Trying to open this. It's being a little weird. Okay, there it is. So the 1 minute of this chart was a little sketchy, other than it had a huge MACD cross. Okay, this is huge MACD cross. And it's confirmed. As soon as it confirmed, it was on the white line, but it was heading down. Okay, so it's heading down. It's on the white line. Now, this white line would be sort of a, this white line would be like, trouble. This white line would be trouble usually. I believe it is going to break down through the white line. I believe that. Okay? It broke it here. It broke it before. And it had a huge MACD cross. I believed it was going to do that, and it actually did do that. And because of that, look how big the win was. Now, that is basically, this is how big the win was. We're halfway through the win, and it was just kind of continuing to push down. So this is actually exactly the method that I've been using. It's what I'm calling it, and I don't even know if Todd knows what we're calling it yet, but what we're calling it is the Alligator. What did I call it? Let me see. Let me read it here for you. The Alligator Plus MACD Double Cross Super Strategy. Okay, so this is my little course / webinar. You can get everything you need to see what's going on in these charts in the course. You can download each one of these. I'll export these and download these for you. You can get your 1 minute alligator settings if you want to get into that. That's an actual 1 minute. This is an actually 1 minute alligator. This is a little more advanced confirmation, and that's it right there. So what I do, let me just show you lastly what both my charts look like. If I'm in my my dad's account and I'm setting it up to do 1 minute, it looks like this. It just looks like every chart that you see on our live streams, and it's in 1 minute. And if I go back into my account, then I have in my account over here, then I have my alligator set up in 15 seconds. So how I actually have been doing this is I've been opening up like 10 different charts, 10 or 15 charts, and then I just like surf through these charts. I'm just looking for anything to happen. Like this Cisco OTC is getting ready. It looked like it might be getting ready to go up. So all I do is I pull up this, I go into his charts, and I look up Cisco, and I'm like, okay, that's not doing anything. So I just kind of keep going back and forth until I find a scenario that looks like it's going to be an alligator cross with something that looks confirmed in the 1 minute time frame. And lastly, what I did notice, if you are waiting for the cross of the alligator, you can see it's kind of going down. If you look and see the MACD is going to cross, it looks like it's getting ready to cross, and you just think everything else is good, you can anticipate that and you can go ahead and enter. But you can also just wait for the MACD to cross, because I've noticed that a lot of times these indicators will bounce back and forth. If you enter before they cross, you're just, depending on how comfortable you feel, how much experience you have looking at it, and how many deep, if you're martingaling, that you can go, or just how much you want to lose or win. I mean, it just depends. If you feel like you want to wait, when you get the confirmed MACD double cross open, then it's fantastic. What you want to look for when you're looking for, in case you haven't seen our other courses, I will show you this on a MACD double cross. What a MACD double cross really looks like really looks like. Let's see here. What a MACD chart really looks like when it double crosses. Let's see. Okay, this is what it looks like. So what happens is, this is the MACD double cross. When it starts to go down, the candle will be like touching. They're like almost kissing. And then when the next candle, the 1 minute candle opens, like when this candle opened, that 30-second candle 30 seconds ago, the MACD shot open, like it opened up big time. That would be a MACD double cross confirmation. If the MACD doesn't do that, let's see if I can find one that didn't do it. Because if it just sort of like like on this one right here, it like looked like it was going to cross, but then it didn't really open, and then it just kind of went this way. That's not a confirmed double cross. Like this one's setting up to go up. It looks like it's kind of leading up to there. If this doesn't open, that sort of opened, but not very much. You see what I mean? It's just barely open. That might be a confirmed cross. That one was iffy. It kind of led up to it, and it kind of went up to it, but it's really narrow. So in your MACD double crosses, you really want. And anyway, that was in a minute 15-second candle anyway. Like this one right here looks like it might be a double cross, but the MACD is going up. So the MACD is heading up and just sort of turning real slowly, and that's not really a double cross. This would just be very weak. So when you're looking for MACD double cross, you're looking for something that is really specific, that's really moving forward or down or up. It's okay. Here's Cisco. Cisco looks like it could be a confirmed double cross. So in 38 seconds, in 30 seconds, we're going to see if I think this is confirmed cross. Now this could be heading up to the white line. It looks like it's starting to kiss. You got about 30 seconds. They're touching right now, so they're getting in position to double cross. But you'll notice right now, if you look, is this going to double cross or not? Let me make sure you can see that. Yeah, you can see that. So it's getting ready to cross, and this next candle is going to open. It's either going to shoot open or it's going to just sort of shoot sideways, and I'll tell you if it's a confirmed cross or not. So in 5 seconds, you're looking. It looks like it's iffy because it's kind of crossing and touching and uncrossing. There you go. That was a confirmed cross. So that actually was something you could take a trade on. You take a 1 minute call right away as soon as it opens, within a second or two, and we'll watch and see if this one will win. Everything else is also lined up for this. And Cisco, if we look at Cisco, because that probably will win, let's look at Cisco in the 15 second. This is kind of cool because we're getting into some live charts here. Cisco in the 15 second, it did have a cross, and it crossed to the top side. So not a huge cross, but they did recently just cross. And so that might be something that you could really take. And it is heading up to the white line. So this is actually right here before you. I mean, I'm in demo, but these are live moving charts showing you that this would actually be a win. That was a brilliant double cross. You did have the alligator confirmation, and this trade will win. Okay, now whether you can hit it again, this is where we kind of got into the 1 minute alligator. The 1 minute alligator is sort of starting to go its direction. It's sort of starting to. It's at this white line. And so right now, if this breaks the white line and this 1 minute alligator starts to move forward, then you're going to have a possibility to win some more trades. I don't think this is going to do that because of the way this chart looks. It's kind of bouncing up and down. Mostly I think this is going to retract and bounce off the white line, which that's probably what's going to happen. If it was going to go through the white line, it probably would have stayed up there, and it would have been really good. So that's what I said with the 1 minute alligator. You can kind of look at the 1 minute alligator and see, okay, what's going to happen? Because you can see when the 1 minute alligator crossed here and started going up, I mean, it kind of went up for a long time. It's a little bit slower of a thing, but once you found sort of something like this right here is in 1 minute alligator, it sort of started to go down, boom, boom, and then you could have won a lot of trades heading down. But you're also coming out of oversold or overbought in stochastic and overbought in MACD, and you're winning a ton of trades there. I mean, that would have been good. So the 1 minute alligator is not the method that I'm using to find these, but sometimes once we found a good movement, it's like, okay, we think it's going to confirm and go down. The white line has become really, in our trading, one of the most telling things of all. Really, the white line is just extremely important. If you're coming up against a white line, you want to be very careful. If it's going to break through, you're guessing if it's going to break through or if it's not. And you can watch our YouTube channel, Fascinating World of BinaryOptions.com. Oh, here's a double cross down on Visa. Okay, so Visa's getting ready to double cross in 9 seconds. Let's watch it. I think it's headed to the white line. If it opens up nice, then we could take this. This is a demo trade, I believe. Yeah, one. It opened up nicely, so I'm going to take that. But now I'm going to go look at it in this, and I'm going to give my confirmation and see what I think's happening. So Visa Yeah, Visa, you know, it already kind of crossed down through these. It's slowly going down. But really the biggest thing about this is the Visa is a clear double cross towards the white line. Clear double cross towards the white line. And you can basically just almost guarantee you're going to win that trade. It's brilliant. That is brilliant. So I'm gonna take this one. This is a screenshot of Visa going towards the white line, and this is a screenshot of the win that we just got. So I can actually show you guys that, and that is a huge win. We got a massive double cross there, and we had our alligator cross here. Now, if I was just looking at alligator cross, I might not think much about this. It's kind of narrow, so that's why I've used both of these for an example. All right, so let me pull out this, and we'll kind of go through these two last wins that I did, and I'm going to make sure that I don't edit the wrong file. And I'm going to go through these two, these last two charts here, and this will be added to the course. So we actually did this right here. Right here in real life. I mean, let's see here. We're going to go down, and I'm going to say this is going to have 3 lines. In demo, trading on the webinar, and big win. This was a big win. I think we had 2, but I'm just going to do the one that we did there with Visa. We've got 15-second candles right there. No, that's the 1-minute candle. So I like to put the 15-second first. So this is Visa 1. We'll call this 2. We'll just call this 2. This is 15-second. And then we'll call this one Visa 2 1 minute. And then I'm going to pop these in. Let's go ahead and draw these out before we end this, so you can I'm just going to reiterate again and kind of just go over one more time exactly what I was seeing. So in this 1 minute, I found this chart. I actually found this one in 1 minute. I saw a double cross coming on Visa, and I was like, okay, this looks like it's going to go, be a double cross. So we have a cross here, and we have a cross here. So we did get a cross down. Okay. Now we didn't enter right here, which we could have, and we probably would have won that. We would have won that if we would have entered there. But we waited. We waited for. Let's see. I'll put this in blue. So we waited. We found it in 1 minute. And we got a big win. So let's go to the 1 minute chart now, because this is again, this would be the 15-second. This would be the 15-second candle. It'd be the 15-second candles here, and be a 1 minute trade. Okay. So I'm making these for you so you can actually print these out and study them, because it's very important to see what's happening. At least for me, it's massively helpful. So what happened is we found this in 1 minute. Okay, we found this in 1 minute, and we found it right here. We found a massive double cross, okay? This is a massive double cross, by the way. Okay? It was confirmed, and it was basically it was confirmed. We entered here. It was heading towards the white line, okay? That's the other thing. It was headed towards, and it double crossed. And it was coming out of oversold. Yeah, both. Overbought. Sorry. I always get those confused. Coming out of overbought. So coming out of overbought here, which if I want to make that blue, and I want to make this blue, because this is kind of a, and I'll make another thing. It's coming out of overbought there and there. So it's coming out of overbought in both. Okay, that's really the massive thing. So we entered as soon as that candle double crossed. We entered straight away on the double cross. Okay, entered. Oop. So we'll just do we entered as soon as double confirmed. We entered as soon as the double cross confirmed. Okay, that's it, and we won that one big. You saw that one in the demo trading right there. But you crossed down here, waited for the double cross entry, found it in the 1 minute chart, big win. All right, so let me know if you have any questions. You can download all this, and like I said, the big advice I have on this is, like, if your wife has an account, you can't have 2 pocket option accounts supposedly, so don't try that. I guess you get kicked off the thing. But if your wife has an account and then you have an account, or your dad has one like mine, I just log in his account and set up some indicators that I leave on there, and then I log into mine and set up the different indicators. Then I just have them. I have 2 screens. I have both of them open, and I can just kind of go back and forth right real quick. Now you can also just change candle. You could change, real quick on your chart and all, however you want to do it. The idea is you're going to need both. And so download all this. Let us know what you think. Make sure you follow us. You can also join us at Fascinating Binary Options at Telegram. So at Fascinating Binary Options. And that way, when we're going live, everything we're doing, you can watch us trade live, like literally just live every night. And also you can just get better at this, because we're gonna nail this down like big time. All right, thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next episode.